guy in charge?
Guiding hand, maybe.
Can you let me in the broadcast area?
Yeah, you going up there?
Yeah. Oh, no problem.
We're gonna go up those stairs.
I'll go up the stairway. It looks like it. I didn't umpire, and I umpired in the rain over Cascade High School. You heard of that? Cascade. It's over by Hayes Plainfield.
Yeah.
Over by Terre Haute. Yeah. I assume.
They had turf?
Yep.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, high school.
Smell the orange?
Yeah, smell that. I saw their parking. Huh? That's good. Yep, it's real good.
I got a 10-inch unit from that style of water.
Make times for my job.
Yeah.
Already set Central. I mean, a lot of signs for that one.
Good thing you should visit.
They could do that.
This one sometimes doesn't listen to me. I hope it, okay, this one will stay good. This one you might need to talk to.
I usually work down here.
You get that radio right? Is that what you want? You could be in the school. We're going to perform that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this by myself.
Yeah.
I don't have to govern my words. Yeah, that'd be great. It's a nice place.
I'll keep it on mark for
I got a lot of information really on that little thing.
there you go.
Just lock on me. This one.
Those one, I unlocked them, and then I just unlocked yours. This one right here.
5, we're at Loeb Stadium, ball game with Rossville and Central Catholic. They changed the game time to 7:30 p.m. I know they were supposed to play at 5:30 at Rossville. Had some rain here in the Lafayette area. I'm sure Coach Bourdonnais, athletic director, Mr. Tim Bourdonnais, probably worked it out. The Knights are going to play the Hornets here at Loeb Stadium. It's going to start at 7:30. We'll have a Put Me In Sports pregame about 10 minutes before game time, probably about 7:20 for a pregame. We'll hope you'll tune in. I'd like to mention the ball game between Central Catholic Knights and the Rossville Hornets obviously did not start at 5:30. It's 6:55 on the wristwatch right now. Both teams are at Loeb Stadium. They're going to have the first pitch. Ball game will start at 7:30 p.m. So I'm hoping you're enjoying the music. We'll keep that going. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Rossville High School. We would have been, but the rain put us here at Loeb Stadium. I'll mention, we are at Loeb Stadium in downtown Lafayette, Indiana. Today's ball game going to feature the Central Catholic Knights and the Rossville Hornets. The rain kind of pushed us away from a grass or a dirt infield, but I'm going to play a game right here. I'm sure these gentlemen, these ball players, are plenty happy to play here on this synthetic field turf. We'll mention we welcome you to today's education-based high school varsity boys baseball game. Tonight it's the Central Catholic Knights and the Rossville Hornets. This internet radio broadcast is made possible by audiosportsonline.net. That's ASO. That's Robbie Kendall, providing internet radio access for PutMeInSports.com since 2008. They're having the plate meeting right now. Both coaches down there on the surface, Coach Brad Scott and Coach Tim Bourdonnais. They're talking to the umpires. It's going to be a two-umpire crew in this ball game. Knights are taking the field, right? Actually, they're taking the baseline, getting ready for the national anthem. And the sun is out. The sun is out. It's beautiful sky. Got some blue sky. Got some cirrus clouds floating around. What a beautiful place to play here at Loeb Stadium. We'll go ahead and mention a little bit about Loeb Stadium. We'll mention it's in Lafayette, Indiana. Location is 1915 Scott Street. You can dial them up by telephone at 765-807-1500. I'll say that again. You ought to write it down. 765-807-1500. The original Loeb Stadium was built back in 1940. They took it down. They demolished it. They set forth to build a brand new Loeb Stadium. They turned it 180 degrees to get home plate right here in this intersection. And I will mention it was dedicated in the spring of 2021. The new multi-use stadium features 2 concession areas, 3 indoor suites, 3 outdoor party decks, retail and office space, and a state-of-the-art video board out there in left center field. I think last time I mentioned this, I think it's like 40 feet tall and about 80 or 100 feet wide. It looks marvelous. And Loeb Stadium capacity here, 2,600. It's a multi-use facility hosting other sporting events like soccer, community events, family movie nights, and concerts. I know Air Supply was here recently. I think it was last summer. And also 38 Special. 38 Special was here. They're getting ready for the national anthem. We're going to set this down. We'll finish that up in just a moment. That's our national anthem. Both teams on the opposing baselines. We'll mention the Rossville Hornets going to occupy the third base dugout. The Knights going to occupy the first base dugout. They're getting ready to throw some pitches here. We'll try to finish this up quickly. Loeb serves as the Lafayette Jets Broncos baseball facility. Also, IHSAA tournaments are held here. And we'll mention Bert and June Loeb donated $50,000 to construct the 3,500-seat stadium in honor of Solomon Loeb. Solomon Loeb the stadium was originally called Columbian Park Recreational Center. In 1971, they changed the name to put it to be Loeb Stadium. So that's a little bit about Loeb Stadium. If you want to go to a concert, go online, find them, loebstadium.com. On the pitcher's mound today, pitching for the Rossville Hornets is A.J. Kelly. A.J. Kelly wears number 10. A.J. Kelly is a member of the sophomore class. And we'll talk a little bit about him. We'll let you know A.J. Kelly has pitched in 11 1/3 innings. And we'll mention games played. He's played in 6. This is number 7. This is start number 4 for A.J. Kelly. And we'll mention he has no losses. And he has an ERA of 3.09. He has allowed 10 hits. He's allowed 8 runs. 5 of those runs were earned. That's A.J. Kelly. Doing the catching is Colton Davis. He wears number 28. At first base, Levi Darnell. He wears number 17. Second base, 45. That's Nolan Britt. At shortstop, Zach Wainscott, number 2. At third base, Eli Barnes, number 5. In left field, Quentin Sayer wears number 22. In center field, Caden Wilson, number 3. And in right field, number 14, Ashton Abbott. Getting ready to step in. First batter, leadoff batter in the game. It's 7:30 p.m. Number 9, Hudson Gutwein, shortstop for the Knights. First pitch comes in, outside half, called strike. Right-handed batter's box, Hudson Gutwein. Working from the stretch is A.J. Kelly. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, fouled right side. Going to get the big screen. The screen is going to go beyond the dugouts, around the perimeter, probably about 30 feet high. Going to save a lot of foul balls. So no balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Kelly. Low for ball 1. Hudson Gutwein, the one hitter for the Knights. And it makes sense. Hudson Gutwein has the most at-bats. He's been at the plate 70 times before this game. Pitch comes in low. Good backhand block. Good scoop right there by Colton Davis, the catcher. Stepping back in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just getting underway. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. Got the screen. Count remains 2-2 for Hudson Gutwein. Hudson Gutwein, a member of the junior class. He'll step back in the rubber. He's pitching from the stretch primarily because he does a lot of relief pitching. Here comes the 2-2 from Kelly. Above the zone, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A.J. Kelly peering in, looking at signals. Out of the stretch, now the set. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball back to Kelly. He'll glove it, he'll throw it to first base. Pretty simple play right there. There's 1 out here in the top of the first inning. So Lucas Gerke going to be the next batter for the Knights. He's going to pick up the mask, hand it right to Colton Davis. It's all good. Nothing wrong with being friendly. IHSAA smiles when sportsmanship shows up. Left-handed batter's box, Lucas Gerke. Pitch now the stretch, now the set. A.J. Kelly going to step back off the back. He'll reset. He'll step back in. Peering in, looking at signals. Here comes the pitch. Going to float 1 out of play, left side. Quick bat speed for Lucas Gerke. He gets his hands right there, right now. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Top of the first inning. Here comes a pitch from Kelly. Swung on, ground ball, going to be a foul ball. Right of first base. Gloving it right there is Levi Darnell. No balls, 2 strikes. Stepped out of the box looking for signals. Very few given from Coach Bourdonnais. Working from the stretch, now the set. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Above the zone, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Going to step back in. Peering in, looking at signals, now out of the set. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Low for ball 2. Good block right there. Good glove, Colton Davis. Pretty good glove behind the plate. Colton Davis wears number 28. He's a member of the senior class. Stepping back in, left-handed batter's box. Lucas Gerke. 2-2 count. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, he'll foul 1 left side, way out of play. Might have got the streak with that one. What a quality place to play baseball. Right here. Lafayette is so blessed to have this facility. I understand it can be used by Lafayette schools. Here comes a pitch. High for a ball. Count goes full. 3-2. Lafayette schools, I believe there are 10 Lafayette schools in Lafayette. There are 10 in Fort Wayne. Here comes a pitch. Foul 1 again. It's going to float out of play. Giving it a good look at third base was Eli Barnes. And shortstop, Zach Wainscott. And the left fielder, Quentin Sayer. Gave it a good look, too. Ball goes out of play. Count remains 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Caden Minnick is on deck. Peering in, looking at signals. Now out of the set. Here comes a 3-2 again. Swing and a miss. Might have been a drop third. Colton Davis tags him. There's 2 out. 2 out here in the top of the first inning. A.J. Kelly doing the pitching for the Rossville Hornets baseball team. Just a sophomore. We're going to have a set. First pitch to Minnick. Swung on. He'll take 1 to center field. It's got a lot of air underneath it. Going to veer to his right. Caught by the center fielder, Caden Wilson. And the Knights are set down in order. The Rossville Hornets are going to bat in the bottom of the first inning. We'll mention a little bit about the Rossville Hornets. We'll let you know the Rossville Hornets school was founded in 1896. They're Class 1A, Sectional 53. 6 in that sectional. They are Clinton Central, Faith Christian, Frontier, Rossville, South Newton, Tri-County. The principal at Rossville High School is David Wannell. The athletic director, he was most instrumental for putting me in sports. That's Nathan Burkle. The athletic secretary is Judy Homko. We'll mention Rossville High School is located at 1 Robert Egley Drive, Rossville, Indiana 46065. You can dial them up at 765-379-2990. They wear the collars red and white. They perform in the Hoosier Heartland Conference. There are 9 teams in the Hoosier Heartland. They are Carroll, Clinton Central, Clinton Prairie, Delphi, Eastern, Rossville Hornets, Sheridan, Taylor, Tri-Central. The head coach of the Rossville Hornets is Mr. Brad Scott. Brad Scott, 137 wins, just 85 losses, working in year number 8 at Rossville. Rossville Hornets, I have them at 9-5 on the season. They have a 6-game win streak intact. They're 3-0 in the Hoosier Heartland. Their next game is going to happen this coming Tuesday, the 30th of April, 5:30 start time. Rossville will have a conference game at Sheridan. Get some warm-up tosses for the Knights. Out on the rubber is Bryn Robbins. Bryn Robbins wears number 33. He's a senior class member. He's 5'10", 195, a pitcher and an outfielder. He's got 19 innings under his belt. He's allowed 5 runs. I take that back. He's got 5 appearances. This is appearance number 6, and this is start number 6, all 6-game starter. He's faced 86 batters. He's thrown 296 pitches. His record, win-loss record, is 3-1. He has allowed 22 hits, 14 runs. 8 of those runs were earned. He has walked 5 batters. He has struck out 19, and 7 of those batters went down looking. And Bryn Robbins has an ERA of 2.947. So both these pitchers right in the same neighborhood with an ERA. Stepping off the back of the rubber, going to stretch out a little bit. Bryn Robbins, going to step back on the rubber, going to pitch from the windup. First batter for Rossville is Ashton Abbott, where's number 14. First pitch above the zone, ball 1. Ashton Abbott is the right fielder. Right-handed batter's box. Going to step back in. Here comes a 1-0 pitch from Bryn Robbins. Swung on, ground ball, third base. Gavin Boutel cleans it. He'll throw across the diamond. He'll get the put out right there at first base with Lucas Gerke. And there is 1 out here in the bottom half. So next batter going to step in. It's going to be Quentin Sayer. Quentin Sayer, where's number 22? 2-hitter for the Hornets. Quentin Sayer plays left field. Another right-handed batter. Working from the windup, Bryn Robbins has a signal from Jackson Kane. Here comes the pitch. Inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Looking for signals, none given by Coach Brad Scott. Peering looking for signals. Out of the windup, here comes the pitch from Robbins. Low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He'll step back in. Quentin Sayer does it just like the IHSAA recommends. It's almost mandatory 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Here comes a 2-0. Above the zone, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. Rossville Hornets batting. In the batter's box, Quentin Sayer. Peering in, looking at signals. Bryn Robbins. Here comes a wind and the 3-0 pitch. Plate was wide open. Bryn Robbins throws a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Could be another fine pitch for Sayer. 3-1 count. Here comes a wind and the pitch from Robbins. Swung on, he'll go to center field. It's going to bounce in there, a couple of bounces. Base hit. Be tossed back in by Isaac Seppinger. We'll go around the diamond. The catcher is Jackson Kane. He wears number 3. First base, number 10, Lucas Gerke. Second base, number 12, Alex Schumer. Shortstop, number 9, Hudson Gutwine. Third base, Gavin Boutel. 17 in left field. 34, Keaton Brooks. 41, that's Isaac Seppinger in center field. And number 20, Caden Minnick is in right field. We're going to stretch. Now the set. First pitch to Zach Wainscott is outside, ball 1. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Bradley Scott calls out some directions. We're kind of watching a silent movie. We have a nice facility to work from here. Very fortunate. We're going to have a stretch, now a set. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-hitter, number 2, Zach Wainscott, shortstop. He'll step back in. Runner aboard at first base is Quentin Sayer. There's 1 out. Out of the set, here comes the 1-1 pitch from Robbins. The open pickoff move, first base. Tag applied. Back safely is Sayer. Pretty good move. Not his A move. Probably about a B plus or maybe a C minus. Something like a C plus. Something like that. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. Not a lot of break. Might have been a slider pitch. Might have been a wrist breaking pitch instead of the whole arm. The elbow first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Pitching from a stretch. Now the set. Brent Robbins using that double set. Pitch comes in above the zone. For a ball, count goes even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Quentin Sayer at first base for the Hornets. 1 out. Out of the set, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball, Gavin Buttel. He'll go to second base. Alex Schumer, they'll go back to first. Safe at first base. They go 5-4 and try to get 3. But beating it out right there is Wainscott. Breaks up the double play. There are 2 out on the diamond. Bottom of the first inning. Beautiful day for baseball. I think the storm went over. I don't think it was as severe as the weatherman said was going to be. That's good. 2 outs. Stepping in 4-hitter, A.J. Kelly. He's doing the pitching. Where's number 10? Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch. Well above the zone. Ball 1. Jackson Kane thought about a snap throw to first base. He elected to throw it back to Robbins. 1 ball, no strikes. A little bit of an open stance for A.J. Kelly. Not a whole lot. You're close on the approach. Double set. Here comes the pickoff move again. No tag applied that time by Gerke. Back in head first is Sayer. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 hit in the inning. Sayer got aboard, base hit, center field. Pitch comes in, swing and a miss. Jackson again fakes a snap throw to first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another right-handed batter for the Rossville Hornets. Right-handed batter's box, peering in, looking at signals. Brent Robbins now out of the set. Here comes the 1-1. Low for a ball. Jackson Kane cleans it. Short hops the glove, and Jackson's going to ask for maybe another baseball. Might have been denied. I don't know, but I believe the umpire might have said that one's good. And it was off the synthetic dirt, though. That's about the only time I've seen a denial of a baseball, but we're playing on synthetic field turf. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, shortstop. Hudson Gutwein cleans it. To throw across the diamond and get the put out with Lucas Gerke. And the Knights get out of the inning. And we'll mention Rossville Hornets leave 1 aboard. After 1 complete inning, no score here at Loeb Stadium. And I will talk a little bit about the Lafayette Central Catholic Knights. Central Catholic Knights, they have a school enrollment of 296. They're Class 1A also. They're in Sectional 54. Coach Bourdonnais lets us know that the 2 teams could see each other again in the regional. Sectional 53, Sectional 54. That would line up perfectly. And could be. And Lafayette Central Catholic will host their sectional. In their sectional is Attica, Covington, Fountain Central, Central Catholic, North Vermilion, Riverton Park. The principal at Central Catholic High School is Darrell Beck. The athletic director is Tim Bourdonnais. The assistant athletic director is Charlie Roberts. Central Catholic High School is located at 2410 South 9th Street, Lafayette, Indiana, 47909. You can dial them up at 765-474-2496. On the web, it's lccathletics.com. They're the colors, navy and white. They perform in the Hoosier Conference. There are 9 teams. They have an East and a West. This year, it'll change up next year. In the East, it's Western, Northwestern, Hamilton Heights, Tipton. In the West, it's Lafayette Central Catholic, Benton Central, West Lafayette, Twin Lakes, and Rensselaer Central. We'll also mention the athletic trainer for the Knights is Sarah Igo. Sarah Igo has a little daughter. She's 8 months old. A nice family there. I'm sure she's a good mother. We'll mention Lafayette Central Catholic are currently, I believe, 13-4 on the season. They've got 7 wins, no losses in the West Division of the Hoosier Conference. Head coach is Tim Bourdonnais. Tim Bourdonnais is a 1987 graduate at Central Catholic High School. And next game on the agenda for the Knights, they'll play Monday, the 29th. It'll be a 6 o'clock start. Lafayette Central Catholic will travel to nearby Clinton Prairie. So Clinton Prairie having a good season. That'll be a good game. Last time I was there, I saw Carson Barrett catch a foul ball that was over the fence there at first base. Stepping in, it's going to be Bryn Robbins. Bryn Robbins, number 33, bats in the 4th spot for Coach Bourdonnais. First pitch from Kelly. High and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Jackson Kane is on deck. Peering in, looking at signals. Out stretch, now the set. Here comes the 1-0. Inside edge, might have been inside half. Strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Brent Robbins, first batter here at the top of the first inning. Top of the second inning. He'll take one to center field. He's going to have enough air under it. And then making a catch in center field is Caden Wilson. There's 1 out on the diamond. So stepping into bat, it's going to be number 3, Jackson Kane. Jackson Kane is the catcher for the Knights. He's a junior class member. Right-handed batter's box, he'll step in. Peering in, looking at signals, out of stretch. Now the set. First pitch from Kelly. Swung on, he's going to fly one to right center field. A lot of air under it. When they called for by the right fielder, we saw it. There was no verbal communication, and that was not good. Could have been worse. Ashton Abbott, the right fielder, collided with Caden Wilson, the center fielder. They seem to be okay. They are communicating now. Ashton Abbott picks his hat back up. Jackson Kane probably going to get credit for a double. Jackson Kane at second base. Jackson Kane, he can hit him skyward. If he ever worked that hand over fist strike zone swing, no telling where the ball would end up. Stepping in, Caden Minnick. Shake that back. Yes. Stepping in is Keaton Brooks, left-handed batter's box. First pitch comes in, ball 1. Keaton Brooks, he's playing left field in today's ball game. He went the distance versus Lawrence Central last night. Here comes a pitch. Outside, ball 2. No balls, 2 strikes. They're putting 1 on the board. And going to jog out, that's Colton Davis. Going to have a little bit of a conference right there with A.J. Kelly. Just the 2 of them. So they're communicating right there. A lot of words being exchanged. So they're ironing something out. And they're going to jog back behind the ditch, Colton Davis. So stepping back in, Keaton Brooks. 2 balls, no strikes. Peering in, looking at signals, out of stretch, now the set. Check second base, here's the pitch. Inside half, strike called. Keaton Brooks, a left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, A.J. Kelly. A.J. Kelly about the 10 o'clock arm slot where he releases the baseball. That one went right diagonal across the plate. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of the set, here comes the pitch to Brooks. Foul ball. They're going to say it didn't get a piece of the bat. And I'm taking third base on the misplayed baseball is Jackson Kane. So Jackson Kane is at third base. As I mentioned, we're watching a silent movie. And I think the home plate umpire is going out to see if he did foul that off. He's talking with the infield umpire. He's going to ask him, did you hear anything? And they're talking it up right now. They deem that was a foul ball. Jackson will go back to second base. And it looks like they're going to leave it just like it is. Maybe so. Coach Bourdonnais is going to have a conversation now. And Coach Bourdonnais is going to talk to the infield umpire. And Jackson is starting to walk back to second base. So they got together, and the C position umpire, that's between the pitcher's rubber and third base, he claims that he heard a foul ball. But as an umpire, you hear a foul ball, and the term they use is they kill the play. They kill it. Put his arms up, say it was a foul ball. But, Coach Bourdonnais is putting his arms up right now, kind of giving him that demonstration. And he didn't. And then he told the home plate umpire when he had the conference with him that it must have been a foul ball. So there was no signal. Probably the worst play I ever seen in a Little League World Series. Lord knows we love Little League World Series. But I think the bottom of the eighth inning, extra innings, guy at the plate hit a scorcher that was left to the base evidently, or right near the base at third base. And the guy at third base umpiring put his arms up, called it a foul. And the winning run scored on that play. They went to the replay for some reason. The coach wanted a replay. You can't get a replay on that. And they did. And they called it a fair ball with a replay. Once it's a foul forever. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Keaton Brooks will jog back to the dugout. He's right on time. Keaton Brooks going to bat at least a couple more times. So coming in and talk to Kelly, his shortstop, Zach Wainscott, says a couple words. He goes back now, stepping into bat for the Knights, number 30, Gus Sandberg. Gus Sandberg batting in the 7th spot. He's batting in place of center fielder Isaac Seppinger. Seppinger playing defensively. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls, one strike. Jackson Kane is back at second base after the foul tip went back to the screen. Hit by Keaton Brooks. I was set. Here comes the pitch from Kelly. Going to be low and away. Ball one. One ball, one strike. Step back in, look at signals, out of stretch. A.J. Kelly, his catcher, is Colton Davis. Out of set, check second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes 1-2. Gus Sandberg, a right-handed batter. Right-handed pitcher. Gus Sandberg, a lot of upside left in his game. 1-2 count. Here comes the set. Here's the pitch. Take it off for third base. You're going to drive one to left field. Going to back him up. He's going to make the catch going backwards. Quentin Sayer makes a good catch in left field, and it ends the top of the second inning. Coach Bourdonnais is going to talk to the home plate umpire just a little bit about that potential foul ball that wasn't called from the onset. And we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by FritzInFishers.com. They buy, they sell, they'll trade, they'll help you to finance your automobile. They have quality cars, trucks, and SUVs. Fritz in Fishers since 1983. They have preferred low mileage and one owner automobiles. 2 Hamilton County, Indiana locations. One is in Fishers, 8599 East 116th Street. You can dial them up there at that dealership at 317-842-2228. Again, 317-842-2228. Their Noblesville location, that's right there between Noblesville and Westfield. That's along State Road 32. Right there at Mill Creek Road, I've been told they're going to put a roundabout right there. That could be beneficial. 32 is a tough way to drive when you're going from Noblesville to Westfield. We'll mention here between Noblesville and Westfield, you can dial their dealership there at 317-773-2232. Again, that number is 317-773-2232. 2232. You can visit them online at your own pace, or you can stop by on site. FritzandFishers.com. FRITZ. So Jackson Kane back behind the dish, had to put his gear on. Working some more wind-up pitches right there. Working the curveball is Brent Robbins. Brent Robbins getting warmed up out of the wind-up. Over in right field, Caden Minnick tossing back and forth with Jonah Gerke. Jonah Gerke got in the ball game last night. A lot of folks, a lot of young men did get in the ball game last night. Lawrence Central, they've got a synthetic field turf. They told me it's just a month into use right there. They just built it. They just put it in. It is incredible. And then right there, it's Tim Bragg coaches that team at Lawrence Central. I remember Tim Bragg from when his radio days with Mark Boyle. And he also worked at Channel 6 Sports with Ed Sorensen. First pitch from Robbins. Pitch comes in, high and away, ball one. In the batter's box is the 5-hitter for the Rossville Hornets, number 28, Colton Davis. Colton Davis, pretty stout young man. Where's number 28? Here comes the pitch. Foul ball, going to get off the mask of Jackson Kane. And I think he's okay. Jackson Kane, pretty strong young man. Jackson Kane, I've said it before, I'll say it again. And I think when he's been in the weight room since his freshman year, he's made a substantial increase in his strength. Here comes the pitch from Robbins. Swing and a miss. Count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Colton Davis, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Not many signals given. Coach Bradley Scott working down there at third base, working on his card. Here comes the pitch. Gonna call him out. Curveball, breaking pitch. Gonna say it got the plate and then broke away. And they're gonna set Colton Davis down on a strikeout looking. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Next batter going to step in, the 6-hitter. Number 23, R.J. Van Tynen. R.J. Van Tynen is the DH. He's batting in place of center fielder Caden Wilson. First pitch comes in low. Jackson couldn't clean that one. That one goes back to the screen. It bounces out. He picked up by the on-deck hitter, Nolan Britt. So stepping back in is Van Tynen. Van Tynen wears number 23. He's a member of the junior class. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-handed batter's box. R.J. Van Tynen. We're now the wind-up. Peering in. Here comes the wind and the 1-1 pitch. Above the zone, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Van Tynen will step back in. Van Tynen wearing the 3/4 high-top cleats. I think that's a good way to go. Here comes the pitch, ground ball foul at third base. Right to the third base dugout. They're all up on the screen right there. They're all up on the front fence in that dugout. The Knights are just the same. Okay, what a facility here in Lafayette. 2-2 pitch on the way from Robbins. Swing and a miss. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. No score. And the Rossville Hornets own the only hit in the ball game. There's just 1. Stepping into bat, left-handed batter. Bats in the 7th spot in the lineup. Number 45, Nolan Britt. He plays second base. He's a member of the freshman class. Here comes the first pitch from Robbins. Swung on, he'll pop it up on the infield. Going to be called for by Gootwine. He's about 15 feet out in the synthetic grass, and he'll make the catch. So at the end of 2 complete, no score, Knights and the Hornets going to play the third inning. And we'll mention this game is also in parts being brought to you by AGM Auto, AGM Auto LLC. AGM Auto is located 1 mile west of Arcadia, Indiana, on 266th Street. That's in Hamilton County. The future of your vehicle is in good hands when you put your trust with the guys at AGM Auto. Whether it's a routine oil change or the need of the expertise of an experienced AGM technician, AGM wants you to be safe and to stay safe on the road in your automobile. A second type of service offered at AGM Auto is classic car and truck restoration. If you still have that older car or truck out back, or maybe it's in the barn with a tarp covering it up, AGM has a passion to reveal the underlying beauty of each and every restoration project they begin. You can find AGM Auto on Facebook at AGM Auto LLC. To contact them by telephone, it's 317-984-5283. Again, that number is 317-984-5283. As we watch Colton Davis throw to second base from his knees. Yeah, Johnny Bench, he did that quite often. Johnny Bench is a big red machine. I'm sure a lot of people can recite the starting lineup for the 75-76 Reds. Stepping in, Alex Schumer, lefty in the batter's box. Sophomore athlete. Peering in, looking at signals, out of stretch, now the set. A.J. Kelly. Pitch comes in tight above the zone, ball one. One ball, no strikes. Out of the stretch, now the set. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, he'll foul this one out of play, left side. Left-handed batter's box, Alex Schumer. Alex Schumer has a lot of confidence. He stands in there. Alex Schumer is pretty smooth. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. I take that back to 1-1 pitch, and it's low for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike to Schumer. They're going to check the check swing, first base, A position umpire. He says, no, we didn't go. Out of the set, here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, he'll foul this one down the left field line, out of play. And giving it a chase was Quentin Sayer, left fielder for the Hornets. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Going to step back in. Out of the set, here comes the pitch from Kelly. Swing and a miss. That was a tight inside pitch. Alex Schumer elected to swing. Came up empty. There's 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. So I tell you what, a good friend of mine, I hope so, Keegan Cherry, coach the girls basketball team at Hamilton Heights, 8 years. Here comes a pitch from Kelly's. In the batter's box, right there, it's Gavin Boutel. Well, I mentioned Keegan Cherry. In 8 years coaching girls basketball, never had a losing season. Might have had 3 20-win seasons. Here comes a pitch. I know he had 2. Squares the bunt, pulls the bat back. It's going to be a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. You'll step back in. Gavin Boutel is swinging a hot bat. Batting in the night spot. Here comes the pitch. Outside of ball. Just missed. Count goes 2-1. On deck is the 1-hitter for the Knights, Hudson Gutwein. Stepping back in, Gavin Boutel. Out of the set position, A.J. Kelly. Here's the pitch. Outside ball 3. That was about a Memorex pitch from the pitch before. And the home plate umpire called a ball again. He is considerate and he is good. Here comes the pitch. Pitch comes in. Thigh high, going to call it a strike. 3-2 count. As mentioned, the home plate umpire has to encourage the pitcher once in a while. Here comes a 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back, straight back to the screen. Bounces out there. It's picked up by Colton Davis. So he's going to trade baseballs with the home plate umpire. He's going to wipe that one off. Put it in that right pocket bag right there. He's got 2 bags. He's utilizing the right pocket at the moment. 3-2 pitch on the way from Kelly. Outside and low, ball 4. Gavin Boutel jogs, I should say sprints, to first base. Gavin Boutel, we'll mention on the season, Gavin Boutel picks up walk number 6. And he's at first base now. stepping into bat, Hudson Gutwein. Hudson Gutwein, a junior class member, 17 games, all 17 games. Out of the set, here comes the pitch from Kelly. First pitch taken for a strike. Hudson Gutwein, he's been to the plate 70 times entering today's ball game, 48 at-bats. Hudson Gutwein batting .313 in that right-handed batter's box, .507 on base percentage. Out of the set, here comes a pitch. Outside edge, going to call that a strike. Count goes 0-2 to Gutwein. Gutwein shows disappointment. He is the one-hitter. He just needs one. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of the stretch, now the set. Here comes the 0-2 to Gutwein. Swing and a miss. He'll go down swinging. Knights have 2 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Knights going to send to the plate number 10, Lucas Gerke. You know, look at signals. Coach Bourdonnais at third base. He'll step in now. Lucas Gerke, he's played in all 17 games, 62 plate appearances, 43 at-bats. Left-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch. High above the zone. Ball 1. Gavin Buttel at first base. 2 outs. And a timeout called by Colton Davis. Going to jog out. Talk with A.J. Kelly. Lucas Gerke has a batting average of .326. That left-handed batter's box. He's got an on-base percentage of .532. He's got 14 hits, 13 are singles, and he has a double. Lucas Gerke has 19 RBI. He's just behind Cade Minnick. Cade Minnick is on deck. Take it off for second base. Foul ball, going to go back left side, out of play. Gavin Buttel was on his horse. He's going to jog back to first base after the foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking at signals, several signals given. Coach Bourdonnais, he'll step back in. Lucas Gerke, left-handed batter's box, out of the set. Pickoff move. First base going to get by the glove of first baseman Levi Darnell. And Gavin Buttel's going to slide into second base. Just to be safe, there was no throw from right field. Actually, got near the foul fence there behind first base. It bounced off the wall. They have a brick wall there, kind of like a Wrigley Field behind home plate. I think they have maybe a pad on the. I don't think they have a pad behind home plate. It's all brick. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second base is Gavin Buttel. 2 outs on the Knights. Top of the 3rd. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Lucas Gerke goes down the count. 1-2. 2 out. The sun is going down a little bit, and the lights are coming on. They're not to full-fledged quite yet. Out of the set, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Inside tight. Ball 2. Profile view of that pitch might have looked good from the dugouts. We're not straight behind home plate, but we are fortunate to be in this little booth space. I think it's a bigger booth space than anything. And I should say Coach's dad, Terry Bourdonnais, enjoying a pretty good view. It's a good view, ain't it? Great view. They did a good job building this place, didn't they? Incredible. Timeout on the diamond. Pitching coach going to go out, have conversation at the pitcher's mound. They're going to bring the whole infield in. And pretty good place to be right here at Loeb Stadium. I tell you what, you probably been at the old Loeb Stadium. You probably remember a little bit about that.
Yeah. I've been spent 15, 20 years in the old Loeb Stadium. And it was fine facilities. But the best thing they ever did, like you said earlier, reversing the field here. You got a good view of the park now, and this great facilities for Lafayette.
Absolutely. A lot of folks get to enjoy both of them. They rebuilt this one in 2021. So out of the set, here comes the pitch. Outside a ball. Count goes full. 3-2 count to Lucas Gerke. Working from the stretch. Long stretch, he'll check second base. Now the set position. Here comes the pitch to 3-2. High above the zone, ball 4. So Lucas Gerke going to jog to first base. Knights have 2 aboard, first and second base. 2 out. Top of the 3rd inning. They say you can score as many runs with 2 outs as you can with none makes a lot of sense. We're out of set position. A.J. Kelly, first pitch to Minnick. Above the zone, ball one. Cade Minnick, left-handed batter's box. Senior class member. He's played in all 17 games. 68 plate appearances, 56 at-bats. Here comes a pitch. Going to be hit by pitch. Cade Minnick probably getting tired of that situation. Left-handed batter's box. He'll jog to first base. You try to shrug that one off, but you know that one probably felt. He turned his back. He got about halfway up on his back. Good thing he turned his back, and that's just the way you're taught to accept something like that, a hit by pitch. And Cade Minnick, that's only the second hit by pitch he's had this year. He finished the season last year with 9 hit by pitches. Right now, Hudson Gutwein has been hit by pitch 10 times on this not even halfway through season. Stepping in, Brent Robbins. Here comes a pitch from Kelly. Swung on, he'll take one right side out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Brent Robbins, pretty good fluent swing. Brent Robbins, I think he had a couple of home runs last year. Hasn't hit one quite yet this year. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of stretch, that's A.J. Kelly. Sophomore pitcher. Bases loaded, 2 outs for the Knights. Pitch comes in high. Brent Robbins has to duck. That pitch, count goes 2-0. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike after the foul ball. Right side out of play. Jackson Kane is on deck. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of the set. Here comes the pitch. Going to call a strike. Inside edge. Right below the kneecaps. Tough pitch to hit. Be a tough pitch to swing at. Brent Robbins kind of hugging up there by the plate. He's got the toes on that shark in that right-handed batter's box. Out of the set, here comes the 1-2. They're going to strike him out. They're going to say that was a strike. Outside half. Not sure how far it was off the surface. But they're going to set him down looking. The Knights are out of the inning. And we'll mention it at the end of 2.5, still no score. We'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Thomas Docks. Thomas Docks Incorporated. High quality, custom built waterfront products and services. They build docks, boat lifts, seawalls. They have dock accessories and marine services, etc. Thomas Docks Incorporated. You can reach them on the web at thomasdocks.com. They're located at 20799 Riverwood Avenue, Noblesville, Indiana, 46062. Thomas Docks, they're locally owned and operated since 1993. You can dial them up by telephone at 317-774-3790. Again, their number is 317-774-3790. Their hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You give them a call, and they'll make an appointment with you. Thomas Docks, choose a company that has the equipment to maintain and service new and existing waterfront projects. They work in the state of Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, with capabilities to work all across the United States. That's Thomas Docks. I know Thomas Docks. I know Scott Thomas. And he has a crew. I'm going to be honest with you. I think he has a crew of 34 employees. He's serious about doing docks. And he'll help you. I know he's been to Lake Schaefer, Lake Freeman, and Monticello. He'll work for you, and you'll be glad he did. So getting some final warm-up tosses right there. Stepping in. Bottom of the 3rd inning for Rossville, going to be number 5, the 8-hitter, Eli Barnes. Eli Barnes playing 3rd base in this ball game. So Brent, they're going to play him to pull the ball in center field. That's Isaac Seppinger. Infield at regular depth. Got Boutel up on the lip of the synthetic grass. First pitch comes in. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. He'll step back in. Tap the plate. Working from the windup, Brent Robbins. Bottom of the third inning, no score. Pitch comes in, outside edge, low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, he steps back in. Eli Barnes, third baseman. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball right there at the plate. Jackson Kane got a piece of it. It stays around home plate. Jackson's going to ask for a different baseball, and he'll be given one. They're going to throw that one out of the game. Evidently, that ball might have some shavings off of it. Might have a cut. That cut, those shavings, going to have that baseball off balance when you're trying to throw the curveball. They throw it out of the game. Here comes a 1-2 pitch from Brent Robbins. Outside edge. Going to strike him out. It's going to be a strikeout looking. Home plate umpire calls him out. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Scoreboard is digital. I tell you what, you cannot go wrong with that scoreboard. You can see every number with ease. Here comes the first pitch from Robbins. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. In the batter's box is number 17. He's a 9-hitter, Levi Darnell. He plays first base. Pretty tall, lanky young man. Here comes the pitch. Outside edge. He'll watch it go by. Count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Brent Robbins peering in. That glove in front. Here comes the wind in the pitch. Checks his swing. We're checking at first base, and the A-position umpire did not have the heart to ring him up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Steps back in. Peering over the glove. Looking at signals. Jackson Kane. Here comes the wind. The 1-2. Checks that one. That one was a check swing. Ball ends up low. So low pitch there. Count goes 2-2. A little bit of a close stance on the instep. Right-handed batter. Darnell. Pitch comes in. Low for a ball. Jackson Kane. That was low. Short hop. Jackson's glove just beyond home plate. So Jackson's going to toss one out of the game to the Knights dugout. 3-2 count, 1 out. Bottom of the third inning. Looking to see the first score in the ball game. Here comes a pitch from Robbins. Ground ball, Gavin McHale, third base. You throw across the diamond. You get it to Lucas Skirky, and they'll get the put out. There are 2 out here in the bottom of the third. So again, we're going to see the 1-hitter for Rossville. He wears number 14, right fielder, Ashton Abbott. Ashton Abbott going to step in. He's played in 11 ball games. We'll mention he's got 41 plate appearances. He has 32 official at-bats. He's batting .375 as the leadoff batter for Rossville in that right-handed batter's box. Here comes the first pitch from Robbins. Swing and a miss. He's got a .500 and even .500 on base percentage. And when he got 12 hits, they're all singles. Here comes a wind in the 0-1. He'll take 1 foul. It's going to be fair ball. High on the infield. Be out in the grass. And then behind third base, Hudson Gutwein, the shortstop, will make the customary catch for a shortstop to end the inning. So, 3 complete. No score. Central Catholic Knights and the Rossville Hornets. So what I'm going to give kudos, thank yous to Bradley Scott for providing information for his offense from second inning on. I appreciate that. And I will also mention this game is in parts being brought to you by Arcadia Industrial Park and Storage. That's in Arcadia, Indiana. They have indoor, outdoor storage with flex storage availability. You can call to reserve space for that safe and secure storage space location. It's right there in Arcadia. It's a small town. Everybody knows everybody. Nobody's going to be stealing your items out of the barn. That's right there on the railroad track, right there near the ballpark. They have indoor storage for your boats, RVs, or your precious automobile. That could be a Corvette, a Mercedes, a Jaguar.
It could be a 67 Firebird convertible, red with the white top, or outdoor storage always available. To contact Arcadia Industrial Park and Self-Storage, simply go online at www.aipsindiana.com. Again, that's aipsindiana.com. Or give them a call at 317-774-1500. Again, 317-774-1500. Arcadia Industrial Park and Storage. So they throw one around. They go back to their respective positions, stepping into bat for the Knights. It's going to be the 5-hitter, Jackson Kane. Right-handed batter's box, still pitching from a stretch, A.J. Kelly. Out of the set, first pitch to Jackson. Healthy catch, swing and a miss. Jackson Kane lofted one to right center field. There was a collision. Jackson Kane, first at bat, ended up at second base. Here comes the pitch. Outside, low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jackson Kane, 63 plate appearances, 49 at bats. Out of set. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Inside and tight. Jackson had to kind of get out of that way at the body bend there at the waist. Count goes 2-1. Jackson Kane going to step back in. A little bit off the knob there. Not much. Out of set, A.J. Kelly. Here comes a 2-1. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jackson Kane has 10 hits, 6 singles, 3 doubles. He has 1 home run. That was at Benton Central High School. Out of set, here comes a 3-1 pitch from Kelly. High, going to get to the backstop. It's going to bounce right back to Colton Davis. Jackson Kane was wondering if he needed to sprint to maybe get second base on the misplayed baseball. That ball bounced right back, and I'm sure it's got a cut or an abrasion on it after hitting that wall behind home plate. I believe it's a brick area. It's a little bit out of my view right there. But I believe it's a brick area. They have a nice place here. They got some home run fence signs for advertising. I see Alsop. I think it's Alsop or Alsop. I've seen a lot of vehicles in Lafayette with a sticker on the back of the vehicle that says Alsop. Little bitty sticker. Here comes a pitch to Keaton Brooks. Outside, ball 1. Keaton Brooks playing left field in this ball game was number 34. Keaton Brooks, he's played in 16 ball games of the 17. Out of set, here comes the pitch. Inside half. Going to call it knee high. Keaton Brooks kind of in disbelief. Keaton Brooks is not the type of guy to complain. It's just not his nature. Here comes the pitch. He'll squirt a bunt. Foul this one back near the screen. Colton Davis gave it a severe effort. Incredible effort by Davis. And a good effort. Colton Davis, number 28, senior class member. He's a catcher and a third baseman. I bet Bradley Scott probably don't catch him all the time. Gives him a break once in a while. But Colton Davis, very good catcher. So Keaton Brooks, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He'll step back in. 1-2 count to Brooks. Peter Entler singles out of the stretch. A.J. Kelly out of set. Here comes the 1-2. He'll take one the other way. Base hit by the shortstop. Couldn't get a glove on it. Soft line drive goes into left field, picked up by Quentin Sayer. And the Knights have 2 aboard with nobody out. So Keaton Brooks is at first base. Jackson Kane is at second base. Coach Bordenay going to talk with the next batter in the lineup about halfway to home plate. Talking to Gus Sandberg. Gus Sandberg going to give him a tap on the shoulder. So 2 aboard, nobody out. Gus Sandberg going to step in. He wears number 30. Gus Sandberg, as mentioned, he's doing the DHing in this ball game. Out of the set, first pitch from Kelly. Healthy cut, swing and a miss. Nice cut, right on time. Hand over fist type of cut for Gus Sandberg.
Signal's given, he'll step back in. Working from the stretch. A.J. Kelly checks second base. Now Lafayette, he'll check again. Here comes a pitch to Gus. Outside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 4th inning. Each team kind of get used to the starting pitchers. This game's going to blow up. We'll see. Could be a tight game. Going to foul one up. Might be playable. And it is playable. It's going to be caught by Darnell, the first baseman in front of the Knights dugout. High fly ball. Caught for out number 1. Next batter in the lineup for the Knights is going to be Alex Schumer. Alex Schumer wears number 12. Looking at signals right now, Coach Bourdonnais. Runners at first and second base for the Knights. 1 out. Left-handed batter. Alex Schumer, he's a sophomore. He's playing in game number 9 as a sophomore. Here comes a pitch. He's going to float one left side. Is it going to be playable? It may be, but it's not going to be caught. It landed playable. Giving it a look there was Eli Barnes, third baseman. Shortstop Zach Wainscott. He couldn't get over there probably quick enough. And the right fielder Quentin Sayer also nearby. So Alex Schumer has new life. No balls, 1 strike. Left-handed batter's box. He'll step back in here momentarily. He'll step in now. Runs at first and second for the Knights. We're now a stretch, now the set. Check second. Here's the pitch. High, well above the zone. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alex Schumer, 5'10", 160, a pitcher and an infielder. 13 plate appearances, 8 at-bats. He's batting .250 in that left-handed box. Here comes the pitch. Low, good block once again by Colton Davis. Saved the base runners from going up 90 feet. 2 balls, 1 strike. Alex Schumer, left-handed batter's box. Stepping off the back out of the stretch is A.J. Kelly. He'll restart. He'll get some saliva on those right-hand fingers. We'll wipe the pant leg off. Most umpires won't balk you even if you don't wipe off. But you wipe off with the other fingers that aren't wet. Ground ball, base hit, going into right field. Going to score 1. Alex Schumer going to get a single. Throw comes in. Safe at the plate. It was an effort. The throw came in. It was a darn good throw. And Jackson Kane slid. He slid a little farther than he wanted to. He didn't know he was going to slide that far. And home plate umpire was right there when he slid into the umpire. But he stayed on his feet. This home plate umpire, pretty good one. He's got wisdom. You know, he's umpired some baseball games. He's doing a pretty good job here at Lope Stadium. There's 1 out. Knights have 1 run in. Jackson Kane scores the first run in the ball game. Runners at second and third base. Alex Schumer, the base hit on the ground to right field. Back up the middle. Gavin Butel. They're going to get a pickle there between home and third. And Keaton Brooks gets back safely. And Eli Barnes trying to say he came off the bag, trying to talk with the base umpire. He was there in C position. He was nearby. He made the call safe. So Gavin Butel is at first base. We're going to call it a fielder's choice, but bases are loaded. They did not get the out. 1 out. Edison Gutwein going to bat for the 3rd time in today's ball game. In the hit department, Knights have 2. Hornets have 1. Here comes a pitch. Outside a ball. Good block. Again, backhanded block. Should say glove. Right there by Colton Davis. But 1 ball, no strikes. Hudson Gutwein, he's going to call for time, step back out. I hope he called for time. You step in the box, you basically need time to get back out. If you're set up, you definitely need time. So he might allow a pitch. Out of the set, here comes the pitch. Going to call a strike. Outside edge. And an outside edge, that's strike number 1. Could be an encouragement for the pitcher. Sometimes the pitcher is entitled to encouragement. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Out of the set, A.J. Kelly. Here comes a 1-1 pitch from Kelly. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. Knights have 1 run in. RBI single off the bat of Alex Schumer. Currently looking at signals. Now out of the set. Here comes the pitch to Gutwein. Healthy cut, swing and a miss. Hudson Gutwein, 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's going to step back in. 313 average, 507 on base percentage. 15 hits, 14 are singles. 1 is a double. Out of the set, here comes a 2-2 pitch from Kelly. Low and inside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases are loaded. Evan Deanhart faced this situation a few years ago versus Frankfurt. Batter fouled it off with 3-2. Here comes a pitch. He'll take one to right field. Going to get the grass. Going to go in there a couple hops in the glove of Ashton Abbott. And Keaton Brooks comes in to score from third base. So a base hit RBI off the bat of Hudson Gutwein. Hudson Gutwein picks up RBI number 6. Keep in mind, he is the one-hitter. And coming in to score, Keaton Brooks. Keaton Brooks scores his 8th run on the season. It's going to be a timeout on the diamond. They're going to walk out. Pitching coach going to make a change. I think coming in right there. We'll double check here. Coming in to probably get his proper glove to pitch with is 45 Nolan Brett. Nolan Brett going to pitch. I believe so. We'll double check here. Nolan Brett is a member of the freshman class. Nolan Brett going to be summoned to pitch right here for the Hornets. Pitching coach. And he'll get some warm-ups. We'll mention Nolan Brett, freshman. Where's number 45? He's got 4 1/3 innings under his belt. This is appearance number 3. He has not started a ball game. He's got a win-loss record of 1 win, 1 loss. He's allowed 5 hits. He's allowed 5 runs. All 5 runs were earned. So he's going to get warmed up right there. Low break in the action with 1 out. Knights batting in the top of the 4th inning. Knights have 2 runs in. It's a 2-0 contest. And we'll also mention, this game is in part being brought to you by your home away from home. Do you sometimes wonder how relaxing it would be to take your family to Florida, but you don't have a place to stay? Well, you can enjoy that home away from home in Davenport, Florida. Enjoy a 4-bedroom, 4.5-bath, spacious town home. I have seen photographs of this town home. You will thoroughly enjoy where you're at. They have a private pool available. And then right there, you can get short-term stay or long-term stay. Davenport, Florida is a vacation destination in northeastern Polk County. Close proximity to the Walt Disney theme park in Orlando. And if you enjoy the warm sand and the sunny beaches, just 90 minutes separate you from Cocoa Beach, Clearwater Beach, Daytona Beach, and New Smyrna beaches. You and your family could jump on a plane or hop in a car. When you get to Davenport, Florida, there you are. You can direct your emails to inquire. Direct your emails to 353captiva@gmail.com. Again, that's 353captiva@gmail.com. Davenport, Florida. Tell you what, that sounds good. So they get some final warm-up tosses right here. Nolan Brett, freshman athlete, right-handed hurler. And out there, Colton Davis going to go out and going to go through the signals real quick here. Make sure they're on the same page. And pretty good talk right there. So we're going to go back, and you're going to get some encouragement by the first baseman, Levi Darnell. They tap gloves. Levi Darnell. We'll mention he wears number 17. He is a sophomore. So those two guys are going to play together for at least a couple more years. Stepping in the bat for the Knights. Going to bat with bases loaded is number 10, Lucas Gerke. Working out a stretch, now the set. First pitch from Brett. Swung on, he'll foul it left side, out of play. Left-handed batter's box, Lucas Gerke. No balls, one strike, one out. Knights have bases loaded. Stepping back in, tapping the plate. Lucas Gerke, left-handed batter's box. Facing the righty, Nolan Brett. Here comes the pitch. Outside a ball. Pretty good frame opportunity, Colton Davis. He frames pretty good, pretty much a wrist type of frame. A forearm frame, as he's not going to help. Working out a stretch, now the set. Here comes the pitch. Good block right there, backhand, inside pitch, ball 2. Colton Davis. Where's his weight in gold? 2 balls, 1 strike. Left-handed batter's box. Lucas Gerke, here comes the pitch. You're going to fly one to the left center field. Going to have some air under it. They're going to try to catch it. Making a diving effort in center field, Caden Wilson. Couldn't come up with it. It's going to be picked up in front of the warning track by left fielder Quentin Sayer. And Lucas Gerke is going to get a double, and he'll pick up 2 RBI. So Lucas Gerke is at second base. He picks up RBIs number 20 and 21. And he'll pick up his second double on the season. Stepping in, Caden Minnick. Caden Minnick, left-handed batter, also 2-hitter and 3-hitter for the Knights, lefties. Runners at second and third. Here comes a pitch. High and tight. Caden Minnick was hit by pitch in his last batting attempt. I think it was the first pitch. He came close right there on that first pitch above the head. So left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, Nolan Brett. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, he'll foul this one back. Overhead. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stepping back in. Caden Minnick on deck. Brent Robbins. 1 out, 1-1 count to Minnick. Out of the set, here comes the pitch from Brett. Lowe is going to be blocked. Try to block it. You're going to get by the catcher's glove this time. Colton Davis. Coming in to score from third base is Hudson Gutwein. That pitch was in the synthetic dirt. He had a backhand. I'm not sure what the call would be there, wild pitch or pass ball. Nevertheless, Knights have a run in. Another run in here in the top of the 4th. It's a 5-0 contest. Knights have 1 at third base. Caden Minnick has a pitch from Brett. He'll foul this one back. He'll get the top of the screen. He'll save that baseball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. Knights have 4 hits in the ball game. Hornets have 1. Here comes a pitch from Brett. Swung on to drive one down the right field line. It's going to be fair. And it's going to be not caught. Putting a good effort there was Darnell from first base. He was way out in right field. He has some tremendous range. But that ball drops in. It's about 40 feet out in the synthetic grass. Probably about 5 or 10 feet from the baseline. So Knights score another one. Comes in from third base when the ball drops. And Caden Minnick going to pick up a base hit and an RBI. Caden Minnick picks up RBI number 23 on the season. Stepping in, Brent Robbins' first pitch. He's going to hit one off the handle. It's going to bounce once, picked up by shortstop. He'll throw it to second, picked up by Zach Wainscott. Caden Minnick he was kind of in no man's land right there. That was not an intentional drop. That ball just landed in front of second base in grass, synthetic grass. And picking it up on the hop is Zach Wainscott. He tosses it to second base to get the easy out. So Brent Robbins hits into a fielder's choice. There are 2 out. Brent Robbins going to enter the dugout. He'll give way to a courtesy runner. And I think it's going to be number 11, Mikey Stapleton. I see 1 number on his uniform, and he'll get a modest lead. Stepping in is Jackson Kane. We're going to have a stretch. Now the set. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch finished above the zone. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Jackson steps back in. Modest lead there at first base, out of the stretch. Now the set for Nolan Britt. Here's the pitch. High, just above the zone. Ball 2. Gonna get a shoot tie there. Quick one at first base. Base runner. I believe it's Mikey Stapleton. We're gonna have a stretch. Now the set. Here comes the pitch. Low and away. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Likely has the take pitch on. We'll see. 2 out. 3-0 pitch on the way. No minute pickoff move. First base back safely. It's Mikey Stapleton. Head first dive. Tag was applied by Levi Darnell. Pyrenean limited signals out of stretch. Now the set. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Right across the ditch. Going to call it a strike. Might have been outside half. Close to that edge. Take pitch all the way. 3-1 count. Jackson Kane might see a good pitch in this 3-1 count. Out of the set. Here comes a pitch from Britt. That's inside. Ball 4. And Jackson Kane going to jog to first base. Mikey Stapleton jogs over to second base. 2 out. Stepping into bat once again is number 34, Keaton Brooks. Stepping off the back of the rubber is Nolan Britt. He'll step back in. Nolan Britt, right-handed pitcher, going to face 34, Keaton Brooks. Keaton Brooks, a member of the senior class. Here comes the pitch. He's going to foul 1 straight back. 1 ball, no strikes. Keaton Brooks. Keaton Brooks working on that average. It's climbing since his last at-bat for sure. 205, he got a 367 on-base percentage. Put Me in Sports does not mention batting averages under 200. Out of the set, here's the pitch from Britt. Inside a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, he'll step in. Mikey Stapleton at second base. Nobody holding him on. Nobody holding Jackson on at first base. Pitch comes in outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. A few signals given by Coach Bourdonnais. Knights have 6 runs here in the top of the 4th. Here comes the pitch. Outside and high. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to Keaton Brooks, left-handed batter's box. He's playing left field in today's ball game. We're going to have a stretch. Now the set. Here comes the pitch. He's going to drive one to center field. He's going to back him up, Caden Wilson. And he's going to make the catch. And he drove that ball a lot further than one would have thought. Keaton Brooks, pretty good hand over fist swing. So the Knights are out of the inning. They pick up 6 runs in the 4th. And after 3.5, Knights 6, Hornets 0. And we'll also mention today's ball game is being brought to you in part by Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21, real estate. She works for Sheets Company. Sheets Company, they're out of Indianapolis. They're right across 96th Street. They're almost in Hamilton County. And we'll mention, when you're thinking about residential or corporate relocations, you know a perfect house can soon become a perfect home. And Lisa Stokes Bear would like nothing more than to utilize her 20-plus years of experience to help you begin that process. Yes, real estate reliability is something a professional real estate agent and or a real estate broker such pitch as Lisa Stokes-Bear strives for. Lisa Stokes-Bear, your happiness and her success are two of the same. For the real estate lady with the high real estate IQ, contact Lisa Stokes-Bear by cellular phone or by text message. 317-513-4086. Again, her number is 317-513-4086. So Brent Robbins out there. So Brent Robbins is out there throwing some warm-ups right now, and Jackson King has his gear on. He's behind the dish. And he just got out there. Has put that dish on. He was at second base. Take that back. He was at third base. And they're getting some warm-ups right there with Jackson Kane. They're going to ask the hitter to step in. So bottom of the fourth inning. First batter in the lineup here for the Hornets is the two-hitter. That's Quentin Sayer. He's playing a good left field in this ball game. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Pure Endlinger singles over the glove. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Right down meridian, strike call. 22, Quentin Sayer. Quentin Sayer is a senior class member. He's played in 10 ball games, entering this one. First next pitch comes in outside of ball. I might be one game off. With my notes here, but I'm sure thankful to have notes. Here comes the pitch. Outside of ball. Count goes 2-1. Quentin Sayer. Right-handed batter's box. Steps back in. 37 plate appearances. 25 at-bats. He's batting .480 in that right-handed batter's box. Here comes the pitch. He'll take one to right field. Going to be pretty much right at Caden Minnick. He'll back up a couple of steps. And there's one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. So look at a bat boy working down there. He's got the helmet on. He's above 4 years old. You remember when Barry Bonds had his son being bat boy, they said no, 4 years old is too young. So stepping into bat, three-hitter number 2, Zach Wainscott. Stepping off the back, he'll restart. Brent Robbins steps back in. Working from the windup, 1 foot on, 1 foot off. Here comes the pitch to Wainscott. Low, ball 1. Number 2, Zach Wainscott plays the shortstop position. A sophomore athlete. He's played in 11 ball games, 45 plate appearances, 38 at-bats. Here's the pitch. He'll foul this one right side out of play. Zach Wainscott, the shortstop. Batting average of .447. On base, 5'11". So what people wouldn't do to have a .447 batting average after 11 games. He'll foul this one. Almost a check swing. It was a check swing. He'll take it right side. It's going to be above the Knights dugout. So pretty good sweet spot. That bat's a good one. Found the sweet spot on that bat. And Coach Bradley Scott going to come down the line there and make some notes on his card. Coach Bradley Scott, I got to meet his dad a couple of years ago. His dad, plenty proud of his son, and he should be. Out of the windup, here's the pitch. Another foul ball, going to go back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, baseball replenishment. Brought over by Colton Davis. He's still got the shin guards on. Colton Davis, catcher for the Hornets. Where's number 28? Stepping back in, taps the plate, far and near. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Out of the windup, Brent Robbins. Swing and a miss. So Robbins gets another strikeout and be a swing and a miss. And there are 2 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Next batter going to step in. It's going to be number 9. They're going to go with number 9, Matthew Ford. Matthew Ford going to step in. He's going to bat for A.J. Kelly, the 4-hitter. He's going to take one down the right field line. It's going to be a foul ball. Just foul. Probably a couple of feet foul. He was running that out. Matthew Ford. Matthew Ford, a senior class member. He is a pitcher. He's a good pitcher. And he's an infielder. Matthew Ford wears number 9. Senior class members played in 8 ball games. 26 plate appearances, 22 at-bats. He's got a 308 on-base percentage. Pitch comes in, strike called. Count goes no balls, 2 strikes. Matthew Ford and Eli Barnes, both good pitchers for the Hornets. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball in the infield, shortstop. Hudson Gutwein throws it on the run, and a good play at first base by Lucas Gerke to catch a short hop. And Lucas Gerke just took a throwing error away from Hudson Gutwein. So the Knights get out of the inning. And good baseball here at Loeb Stadium. Knights going to bat in the top of the 5th. At the end of 4 complete, Knights 6, Hornets 0. And we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment. Reynolds Farm Equipment since 1955. ReynoldsFarmEquipment.com on your web. Your Central Indiana equipment dealer serving customers and the community. Yes, since 1955. Reynolds Farm Equipment. Reynolds Farm Equipment. They are family owned and operated. Reynolds Farm Equipment supplies farmers, landscapers, contractors, and homeowners of Central Indiana with a full line of new and used John Deere products. Parts and service for agriculture, residential, and commercial construction equipment. Their hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturday, they're open 7:30 a.m. to 12 noon. They are closed on Sunday. And if you stop in right there at Reynolds Farm Equipment at 276th Street along US 31, that's in northern Hamilton County. Right there inside Reynolds, you'll find Titus Bakery and Deli. Titus Bakery and Deli, you can enjoy breakfast and or lunch. Titus Bakery and Deli, their hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They're open on Saturday, 7 a.m. to 12 noon. And again, that's in Hamilton County at 1451 East 276th Street. That's Reynolds Farm Equipment, Titus Bakery, and Deli. Stepping in for the Knights going to bat, top of the 5th. Number 30, Gus Sandberg. Right-handed batter's box, working from the windup. First pitch from Nolan Britt. Outside half, knee high, called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Sandberg. Step back in. Here comes a pitch. Breaking pitch, they're going to call a strike. Pretty good break right there. He got it at the center of the plate. It broke away. Got part of the dish. 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch from Brett. Foul ball back to the screen. Count remains 0-2. Gus Sandberg, he's a sophomore by class. He's played in 9 ball games. Gus Sandberg, 26 plate appearances, 20 at-bats. He's batting .350. Right-handed batter's box, .462 on-base percentage. Here comes the 0-2 again. Ground ball, third base, Eli Barnes. They throw across the diamond and get the put out. With Levi Darnell, there's 1 out here in the top of the 5th. So the Knights going to send to the plate Alex Schumer. Alex Schumer going to pick up the catcher's helmet, handed to Colton Davis. So 1 out, nobody on base. Alex Schumer, last time up, got a base hit and a couple of RBI. I think maybe 1. Here comes a pitch. You're going to take a ground ball, base hit, going to get underneath the glove of first baseman Darnell. And Alex Schumer has 2 hits. The only player, I believe, in the whole ball game that has multiple hits in this game. So Schumer is at first base. Pretty good stroke. Left-handed stroke. Reminds you a little bit of his brother's stroke. That's Ryan Schumer. He played at Calvin College. I believe that's in Michigan. And his dad tells me, I spoke to his dad before the game, he might have maybe a week left or something like that. And he might come to watch the Knights play, watch his brother. and we'd be happy to talk with him up here maybe for a little bit. Out of the set, here comes a pitch from Brett. Going to be a shot over the second baseman's head, base hit to the grass for Gavin Butell. So Gavin Butell, he's finding those base hits all over the lot. So Gavin Butell's at first base. Alex Schumer moves to second base. One out. Here in the top of the fifth, Hudson Gutwein going to step in. So Gavin Butell gets himself aboard once again. 18 hits. That's what I have on the season. They're all singles. Gavin Butell, batting average of .370. Here comes a pitch to Gutwein. Above the zone, ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes. 2 aboard for the Knights, first and second base. 1 out, top of the fifth. Out of Sanders, a pitch from Brett. Right down Meridian, strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gutwein steps back in, taps the plate. Perry Lewis signals. Now Alessandro checks second base. Here's a pitch from Nolan Brett. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hudson Gutwein. Hudson Gutwein also, I'll take that back, he's a junior class member. So junior class member getting the leadoff batter. His Gutwein pitch comes in high and outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Knights have 7 hits in the ball game. I'm pretty sure Alex Schumer has 2 of them. Out of the set, checks second base. Here's the pitch. Outside a ball. Count goes full at 3-2 for Gutwein. Coach Bordenay gives him a hand clap single. Working out a stretch. Peering in, looking at signals. Now out of the set, check second base. Here's a 3-2. They're going to take a drive to left field. It's going to back up. Saylor, it's going to be over his head. It's going to get to the warning track, and it's going to be up against the wall, picked up by center fielder Caden Wilson. And Hudson Gutwein is going to pick up the second triple of the season. Isaac Sepinger has the other one. So Knights pick up 2 runs here in the top half of the 3rd inning. And I'm coming in to score was Gutwein. And I believe Schumer. So stepping in, Knights. Going to bat is Lucas Kirky. Here comes a pitch. Going to foul one straight back, and that had been right in our lap. But that screen wasn't there. The glass wasn't in front of us. What a beautiful ballpark. I can't say how fortunate I am to be sitting here. So no balls, 1 strike. Lucas Kirky pitching out the stretch, now the set. Nolan Brett, here comes the pitch. Going to pop one up on the infield. It's going to be called for by Wayne Scott, the shortstop. He'll catch it, and he'll catch it just in front of the outfield synthetic grass. I gotta say, the synthetic turf, I gotta mention, the infield has a lighter tone of dirt. It's not like we saw last night at Lawrence Central. They had a dark tone for the dirt, kind of represented, I guess, the brick dust. But right here, it's looking pretty natural. Here comes a pitch to Minnick. He'll take 1 foul ball out of play, left side. And right there, with about 3 fans sitting in that area, he'll pick it up. Hornets fans. Hornets travel well. Peering in, looking at signals. Nolan Brett. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Caden Minnick. He's going to foul another one a little bit further. He's going to go out of play. Over the roof line. And I'm sure they have a lot of baseballs. Enter the streets out here. There's a lot of foul territory around home plate to first base, and then it kind of tapers off to the foul pole. Each fair pole. So the ball hits a fair pole, it's a fair ball. It's not really a foul pole. So pitch comes in, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Minnick. Cade Minnick, number 20, senior class member. Here comes the pitch. And you're going to take one at center field. Going to be right at Caden Wilson. That was a good stroke. Caden Wilson makes his catch on Caden Minnick. So after 4.5 Knights in front, 8-0 contest, the Hornets going to bat in the bottom half of the 5th inning. We'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Sign Production. Sign Production is a business. A business with a good sign is a sign of good business. Computer-generated, painted, and sandblasted signs. Billboard advertising, large format signage. Vehicle graphics and lettering. Banners and window lettering. Sign Production since 1985. You can reach them by phone or you can send them a text message at 317-946-2424. That's 317-946-2424. You can send an email at ajpkwitham, that's WITHAM, at gmail.com. That's ajpkwitham at gmail.com. This game is also in part being brought to you by PutMeInSports.com. PutMeInSports.com, internet radio sports since 2008. Happy to support education-based high school varsity sports. Baseball in the spring, Lafayette Central Catholic Knights baseball. Football in the fall, Tipton Blue Devils football. And basketball in the winter, Tipton Blue Devils boys basketball. Got to mention Hamilton Heights girls basketball. Finished that up this season for Coach Keegan Cherry. Keegan Cherry has since let go of that job. He's going to help his brother out, at least for a year, over at Lapel Bulldogs boys basketball. So they'll team up, and you know that they'll learn a lot from the Cherry brothers. And we do thank you for tuning in. And we'll mention Hamilton Heights girls basketball finished this season 24-4 under Coach Keegan Cherry. Went to the semi-state. They went to the semi-state last year also. Cameron Runner, keep an eye on her. She's in Evansville. Plays for the Aces next year. Pitch comes in, swinging and missing. A foul tip in the glove. Jackson Kane holds it. In the batter's box for Rossville, it's Colton Davis. Where's number 28? He is the catcher. Colton Davis, a senior. Pitch comes in, he'll drive it to left center. Coming in, going to try to make the catch. Going to let it land right there is Keaton Brooks. Going to be a base hit off the bat of Colton Davis. So Colton Davis is at first base. They have a runner aboard, first batter in the lineup here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Colton Davis going to jog in. Coach Bradley Scott going to send over. Courtesy runner for the catcher. It's going to be number 0, Braden Woolen. Braden Woolen, he's a senior. Braden Woolen going to get some running opportunity here. So stepping into bat is going to be number 23, R.J. Van Tynen. R.J. Van Tynen, he's the 6th hitter. He is the DH in the ballgame. He's batting in place of center fielder Caden Wilson. Caden Wilson playing a good center field position in this ballgame. First pitch comes in outside and low, ball 1. So Van Tynen going to step back in. Van Tynen, a member of the junior class. And Van Tynen, we'll mention, in 9 ball games, 25 plate appearances, 21 at-bats. He's got an on-base percentage of .280. Pitch comes in, swing and miss. Going to be a foul tip. Foul tip off the bat. We go back to the screen. Taken off there was Braden Woolen to second base. He'll jog back to first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stepping back in, number 23, R.J. Van Tynen. Right-hand batter's box. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, third base, Gavin Buttel. He'll go to second base. 5-4. They'll try to get 3. Alex Schumer couldn't get the handle on the ball in his first attempt. Still made the throw, but I don't think it was going to make much of a difference. He was going to be safe at first base anyway. So, 1 out on the diamond, and they erase Braden Woolen. He got to run for a little bit. My freshman year, I got to run 1 time. At first base, I was at Tipton. Ran for Bobby Haymaker, a senior, pinch runner. First pitch after I got there was a ground ball, and they forced me out at second base. My game was over. Out of the set, here comes a pitch from Robbins. High and away, ball one. One ball, no strikes, one out. Left-handed batter's box. 45, Nolan Britt. He is the pitcher of record. Here comes the pitch. You're going to call that a strike. You're going to call that an outside edge. And that might be a beneficial pitch for Brent Robbins to get a strike with that pitch. One ball, one strike, one out. Peering in, looking at signals, out of the stretch. Now the set position. Pretty good lead there at first base. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Trying to protect that outside area. Right there. There was Nolan Britt. Pretty good stroke. Left-handed batter's box. Nolan Britt, freshman. 11 ball games, 41 plate appearances, 27 at-bats. He's batting .222. Pickoff move at first base. Tag is applied by Gerke. Back safely at first base. And Nolan Britt has an on-base percentage of .389. Nolan Britt on the season has 7 RBI. Swing and miss to drop third, but it's not available to run at first base. First base was occupied. R.J. Van Tynen runs to second base. They make a throw down there. It was kind of unorthodox how that play kind of showed up. But making it safe to second base is R.J. Van Tynen. There are 2 outs. So drop third not available with a runner at first base when he occupies the base in the same pitch. Out of set position, check second base. Brent Robbins, double set. Long pier at second base. Van Tynen. Another pier, he'll step off the back. Alex Schumer was hovering right there. He would not have been able to take the throw. Brent Robbins gave a pretty good stare down to Van Tynen. He'll do it again. Set position, here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. In the batter's box is the 8-hitter, number 5, Eli Barnes. Eli Barnes, third baseman for the Rossville Hornets. It's half the plate, far and near. Right-handed batter's box, Eli Barnes. Out of the set, check second base. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, ground ball. Off the glove, couldn't feel that Brent Robbins, the pitcher's rubber, ends up in the glove at second base. Alex Schumer, he throws over to Lucas Gerke, and they get the put out. So the Knights get out of the inning. Hornets leave 1 on base after 5 complete. Knights 8, Hornets 0. And we'll also mention this game is in parts being brought to you by Camino and Company. They're in downtown Noblesville, Indiana. Camino and Company, you can get them on the web at Camino-and-company.com. Camino-and-company.com. Camino and Company, a mobile flower shop brought to you by local flower farmers and providers, small business partners, and the Camino and Company founders. We'll mention the Camino and Company. They use a mascot for their business, Camino. That's a 1984 El Camino, which belongs to my dad, Carly Elbrett's grandpa, and that's Grandpa V.E. Witham, and we'll mention he has an El Camino. It's an 84, and it is an SS. And I've said it before, if you're driving down the road, that El Camino is coming right at you in the other lane, you would think for sure that's a Monte Carlo SS, but it is not. It's an El Camino SS, same grill. The goal at Camino and Company is to please each customer from their concept to the completion, completed by Camino and Company. You can explore their website. Again, it is Camino-and-company.com. Camino and Company, they are now booking 2024 brides. And you can contact them via the website, Camino-and-company.com. So Coach Bradley Scott going with a different pitcher here in the top of the 6th. Doing the wind-up right there, getting warmed up, is number 3, Caden Wilson.
Caden Wilson comes in from center field. Caden Wilson getting his first opportunity to pitch this season, according to my notes. So Caden Wilson, and he might have I'm going to double check there before I say it, but they're going to meet at the pitcher's rubber, the whole infield, going to give some encouragement. That's all about encouragement. Encouragement will go a long way, even if you're not in school anymore. Doesn't matter what your age is. So, he got a white glove on. He's got a white mitt. I can't believe they're going to let him pitch with that mitt. It's got a white piece on it with the leather around it. That's pretty. Well, if I was an umpire, I probably would stop the game and ask him to change the mitt. But first pitch from Caden Wilson, ball outside. Bryn Robbins in the batter's box for the Knights. Caden Wilson wears number 3. He is a senior class member. He's listed as an outfielder. He's a good one. Shortstop and at pitcher. Here comes the pitch to Robbins. Outside edge, strike called. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Might be some bullpen activity down the left field line. They've got nice bullpen facilities here. Outside high, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. He's going to step back in, Bryn Robbins. Straightaway stance. We're now stretch, now the set. Here comes a pitch from Wilson. Going to foul 1 back to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bryn Robbins, he's a senior in 17 games, 64 plate appearances, 49 at-bats. He's batting .408 in that right-handed batter's box. On-base percentage of .524. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. And you're going to drive 1 to left center. It'll be a difficult ball to get a hold of. It's going to bounce. It's going to roll. They'll pick it up in front of the warning track left fielder. And he's going to slide in to third base. Throw is just off target. Wasn't going to get him. And Bryn Robbins picks up triple number 3 on the season for the Knights. He has 1. And I know Seppinger has 1. And I'm working right here. The other gentleman escapes my memory bank. So at third base is Bryn Robbins. Coach Bordenay going to give way to a courtesy runner. It's going to be number 31, Jack Reisman. Jack Reisman, he's the biggest guy on the team. He's 6'5", 220. I've said before, kind of reminds me of an Albert Schwartz. Albert Schwartz, a 4-year starter for the Knights basketball team. Out of set. Goal time. Wasn't quite ready. Home plate umpire hadn't made the ball live. So let's step back in the rubber. Right there is number 3, Caden Wilson. Here comes the pitch to Jackson Kane. Foul ball back to the screen. No balls, 1 strike. Caden Wilson came in to pitch here in the top of the 6th for the Hornets. Stepping back in, Jackson Kane back in the rubber. Long stretch there for Caden Wilson. Here comes a pitch. Healthy cut, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Caden Wilson used a long stretch there. First portion of his pitching technique. Now the set. Here comes a pitch. High for a ball. Count goes 1-2. Jack Reisman at third base. Running for Bryn Robbins. Bryn Robbins slide in triple. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball. Back up the middle. Shortstop went for it. Zach Wainscott. That was a solid rope. Off the ground. 3 feet off the ground. Difficult ball to catch. Goes into center field. They throw back in. So Jackson Kane gets a single. He picks up an RBI. And Coach Bordenay going to make an adjustment right there in his lineup. And Jackson Kane, see if he's going to run for himself. He's going to go on in. Coach Ryan Johnson says, yep, you're going to go in. Put your gear on if you're still in. So he's going to put his gear on. And they're going to go with a courtesy runner
once again. And I believe it's number 11, Mikey Stapleton. And then Coach Bournet talking to the home plate umpire, making a change right there. Home plate umpire has that miniature stenographer's pad. I tell you what, an umpire has to do double duty behind the plate, making notes. And I will say the infield umpire also making some notes on a card that he has. So jogging back out. First base, Jackson Kane putting his gear on. Stepping in, Keaton Brooks, left-handed batter's box. Going to get a modest lead at first base. Now out of the set, here comes a pitch from Wilson. Above the zone, ball 1. I think the runner at first base is now number 7 for the Knights, Cooper Renback. He's a freshman. Here comes a pitch to Brooks. Foul ball immediately. Left side, and they had to dodge it. Glad that fence was there, third base dugout for the Hornets. You know, a while back, I remember one dugout that didn't even have a fence in front of it. I will never mention where it was at. They have one now. That's a high school baseball field. Here comes a pitch. Ball goes out of play. Foul ball. Count goes 1 and 2 to Keaton Brooks. So Keaton Brooks, left-handed batter's box. Going to step back in. Keaton Brooks has 7 RBI on the season. Here's the pitch. Sexy swing. Ball 2. Breaking pitch, finished low. Good block. Once again by Colton Davis for the Hornets. He'll step back in. Keaton Brooks, long stretch. Now a set position. Caden Wilson, here's the pitch. Going to strike him out. Locked him up. Didn't make the swing. Ball came right down meridian, knee high. Might have been right below the kneecaps. So there's 1 out. And now batting for the Knights is number 30, Gus Sandberg. Gus Sandberg swinging a good bat for the Knights. Going to ask for a new signal right there. Caden Wilson now out of the set. Here's the pitch. Sandberg going to foul 1 back. And it's going to stay in play with that screen. A nice screen right there. And some of these ballparks, synthetic field turf, have a screen that goes straight down to the surface where you can see the whole game. There'd be no brick wall to look through. Here comes the pitch. Outside half, strike called. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, Knights batting in the top of the 6th. 1 run in, Jackson Kane has the RBI. Here's the pitch. Outside the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Running at first base for Jackson Kane is number 7, Cooper Renback. This is his 3rd game of action. Pitch comes in, finished low. Ball 2. Count goes even to Gus Sandberg at 2 and 2. He'll step back in. Sandberg has 8 RBI on the season. Working from the stretch to set. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Going to be fielded by second baseman. They'll go 4, 6, and they'll get him at 3. It's going to be a double play on the infield. Second baseman to Wayne Scott. Wayne Scott throws over to first base, Darnell. And the Hornets are out of the inning. So the Hornets are going to bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Knights come up with 1 run in the top of the 6th. After 5.5, Knights 9, Hornets 0. And we'll also mention a little bit about Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Gainbridge Fieldhouse. You know, tonight, I'm sure the game is over. I don't know the final. It started at 5:30. Pacers playing their first home game in the postseason against the Bucks. They came to Gainbridge Fieldhouse tied at 1 each, one win each. And I saw the news. Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you know, Indianapolis. Indianapolis are the best hosts. They host things quite well. Super Bowl, Final Four, you name it, they go all out. Indy 500, by the way, is 29 days away. But right there at Cambridge Fieldhouse, I saw on the news, they had printed T-shirts that said "Gold Out," G-O-L-D, out, and they had a T-shirt on every seat at Cambridge Fieldhouse. I imagine they'll fill that place up. But when I was younger, back in the day, if somebody did show up and there's a couple seats that had a couple T-shirts there, I might be tempted to pick up a couple more T-shirts. But that was back in my way younger days, for sure. So the Knights have on the rubber new pitcher, and I'm getting some tosses right there. Is Lucas Gerke. Lucas Gerke going to do the pitching, right-handed pitcher for the Knights. And we'll mention Lucas Gerke and some pitching stats for him. He's got 15 and 1/3 inning thus far this year. This is appearance number 6. He has started one game. He has faced 62 batters. He has thrown 229 pitches. Lucas Gerke has a win-loss record of 2 wins, no losses. He's allowed 9 hits. He's allowed 6 runs. 2 of those runs were earned. He has walked 3 batters. He has struck out 19. 5 of those batters went down looking. He's hit 2 batters, hit by pitches. He's hit 2 along the way. Lucas Gerke has an ERA of .913. Keep in mind, Ben Mazur last year, final game at Victory Field, he had a .91. Here comes a pitch from Gerke. Inside tight, got out of the way, avoided a hit by pitch. That's a 9-hitter, number 17, Levi Darnell. Levi Darnell plays first base, plays a good first base for Coach Bradley Scott. So we step back in. 17. Levi Darnell, he's a sophomore. Here comes a pitch from Gerke. Swung on, he'll pop one to the outfield. Giving it a look, his second baseman going to be called off. Caden Minnick going to call him off and make the catch as the right fielder. So, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm not sure, but I think I'm not going to make the call. These glasses are good, but sometimes you need binoculars. Here comes a wind in the pitch from Gerke. Stepping in, going to be a ground ball. That's 14, Ashton Abbott. Pitch, the throw is going to be wide left of first base. Seppinger has to retrieve it. It's off the wall, bounces nicely to him. So let's check that ball. The ball hit the brick wall. Home plate umpire wants to say, can I look at it? He checked it out. It's all good. He tosses it back to Gerke. And that's just the right thing to do. So runner at first base. Runner at first base. Right there is Ashton Abbott. And right-handed batter stepping in. Modestly, not much there at first base. Out of the stretch is set. Here's the pitch. First pitch is high and away. Ball 1. In the batter's box is 22, Quentin Sayer. Quentin Sayer getting a lot of action in left field in today's ballgame. Out of the set, Gerke. Here comes the pitch. Inside low, good block by Jackson Kane. Count goes 2-0. 22, Quentin Sayer. He's a senior. He's played in 10 games, 37 at-bats. I should say 37 plate appearances, 25 at-bats. He batting .480. Here comes a pitch. Going to be a hit by pitch. So he'll get hit by pitch, Quentin Sayer. You know he didn't want to get hit, and you know Lucas Gerke didn't want to hit him. So he's at first base now, runner at first and second base. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Hornets batting. Timeout on the diamond. Jackson Kane talking with Gerke. All about encouragement. Jackson Kane, a junior, Lucas Gerke, a junior, their classmates and teammates. And what teammates, classmates, that can go beyond your high school years. Period. Looking at signals, Lucas Gerke. Out of the set, check second base. Here's the pitch. Going to drive one, right side down the line. It's going to be a foul ball. Just foul. Nice shot down the right field line, but foul. Number 2, Zach Wainscott. Zach Wainscott, shortstop. Caden Wilson, the center fielder. I know this theory doesn't work all the time, but most of the time, your center fielder and your shortstop are the best athletes on your team. Most of the time. I'd say in this ball game, it's pretty close for the Hornets. Stepping in, right-handed batter. Out of the set, Lucas Gerke checks second base. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. He'll take one to right field. Tate Minnick going to back up. He's going to make the catch. Going to be a tag at second base. The throw's going to be cut at second base by Gutwein. And I'm going to be a sacrifice fly. And it's not going to be a time at the plate for Zach Wainscott. Moves a runner. So next batter going to step in. We're going to see number 9 in the ball game once again, Matthew Ford. Matthew Ford has entered the ball game. Checking the wristband, left arm, forearm, steps in. Matthew Ford, right-handed batter. Runners on the corners for the Hornets. First and third, pitching out a stretch, now the set. Lucas Gerke, first pitch to Ford. They're going to pop one right side. It's going to end up foul, but it's not going to be caught. That was a foul ball, not far off the foul line, in no man's land. Nobody was going to get to that one. Mikey Stapleton gave it a good look. Seppinger gave it a great look. And Kate Minnick was over there in the vicinity. So, no balls, 1 strike. Number 9, Matthew Ford, a pitcher and an infielder. A little bit of an open stance on the instep. Runners again, first and third base. Out of the set, here comes the 0-1. Foul ball. Foul ball, they're going to say it got him in the box, but that was full swing and might have got him off the knuckles. I'm not quite sure, but a foul ball is a call. Once it's called a foul, it's foul forever. Even if you're in a Little League World Series game on TV. Should have been. I don't know why they reviewed that. Peering in, looking at the signal, I got to mention the team that lost cried, and I probably would have too. Out of the set, here comes the pitch. Outside edge, strike called, and he's drop third. Jackson's going to make the tag about 12 feet up the line. And that drop third strike tags Ford. And the Knights get out of the inning, third out. So the Hornets put 2 on base on the corners. And at the end of 6 complete innings, Knights 9, Hornets 0. And we'll work right there. We'll mention this game is also, in part, being brought to you by Your Home Away from Home. Your Home Away from Home. Do you sometimes wonder how relaxing it would be to take your family to Florida, but you don't have a place to stay? Well, you can enjoy that home away from home in Davenport, Florida. Enjoy a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, spacious town home with a private pool. Available for short-term stay or long-term stays. Davenport, Florida is a vacation destination in northeastern Polk County, close proximity to the Walt Disney theme park in Orlando. And if you enjoy the warm sand and the sunny beaches, just 90 minutes separate you from Cocoa, Clearwater, Daytona, and New Smyrna beaches. You and your family can jump on a plane or hop in a car. When you get to Davenport, Florida, there you are. To inquire, you can direct your emails to Captiva@gmail.com. Again, that's 353-Captiva@gmail.com. 353-CAPTIVA@gmail.com. And yes, I have seen photographs of that townhome, and it is impressive. So a lot of light-colored furniture, a lot of glass, a lot of beautiful evenings. I said, what? Go out on the beach. Enjoy Davenport, Florida. Your home away from home. So tonight's going to step in. Still on the pitcher's rubber is number 3, Caden Wilson. Right-handed batter's box. Working from a stretch set. Pitch comes in, a ball inside. Mikey Stapleton plays second base for the Knights. Now right-handed batter's box. Out of set. Here comes a pitch. Going to throw it behind Mikey on that one. It's going to bounce off the wall, come back. Picked up by Colton Davis. Fields it like a shortstop coming back off the wall. So 2 balls, no strikes. Mikey Stapleton, sophomore, has played in 14 ball games. 53 plate appearances, 43 at-bats. Pitch comes in, ground ball, third base. Eli Barnes, I believe, going to throw across the diamond. They're going to call him out at first base. It was close. Darnell makes a good stop. And there's 1 out. And a nice play from third base right there. And we'll double check over at third base now. I believe it's Matthew Ford. Matthew Ford wears number 9. He's at third base. Took over for Eli Barnes. Makes a good play. 5-3. Stepping in. 17. Gavin Boutel. Here's the pitch. Short hops the glove. Going to keep it out in front of him. Ball 1. Gavin Boutel. Right-handed batter's box. Set. He's got 18 hits. All 18 are singles. He's got 11 RBI. He has scored 16 runs. Gavin Boutel has walked 6 times. He got 2 stolen bases. He has not been thrown out. 27 quality at-bats. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, third base. Ford fields it. They throw across a diamond with a strong arm. They get the put out. Looks like a pitcher's arm for sure. Matthew Ford. Matthew Ford, a senior, had 16 and a third innings pitching so far, but he's not going to be utilized in this ball game. So they got a game coming right up with Sheridan. Conference game. That's on Tuesday. Might see Matthew Ford get the win at Sheridan. Out of a set, here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch. Finishes high, ball 1. Hudson Gutwine, batter's box. Right-handed batter. Gutwine, 17 ball games. He's batting .313 entering this one. .507 on base percentage. 15 hits. Here comes the pitch. Chest low, ball 2. Hudson Gutwine, 15 hits, 14 are singles. He has a double. He has picked up an RBI in this ball game. Out of the set, here comes a pitch from Wilson. Outside a ball, count goes 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Hudson Gutwine, he's going to have to take pitch likely. He has 10 walks based on balls. He has 10 thus far this season. And he'll pick up 1 here with ball 4. So 2 outs, Hudson Gutwine at first base. Next batter to line up, number 10, Lucas Gerke. Lucas Gerke has picked up a couple of RBI in this ball game. Lucas Gerke has 2 doubles now. He's picked up a double, 2 RBI. Here's the pitch. Inside edge, I should say inside half. Placed beautifully. Strike called. Count goes 0-1. Modest lead at first base, Gutwine. Gutwine has 10 stolen bases on the season. Pitch comes in, ball 2. I should check that back. It's a 1-1 count. Hudson Goodwine has 12 stolen bases. He has not been thrown out. Here comes a pitch. Foul back, out of play. I'm guessing Coach Bourdonnais not going to send him here in the 7th inning. I'm talking about Goodwine. So stepping back in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lucas Gerke. Caden Minnick is on deck. Out of set. Caden Wilson. Pitch comes in high for a ball. Count goes even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Goodwine at first base. Holding him on is Levi Darnell. Out of set, Caden Wilson. Here's a pitch. Low for a ball. Good block once again. Short off the glove of Colton Davis. Colton Davis going to ask for a baseball. And no denial. New baseball inserted. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out. Step back in the rubber. Peering in, looking at Sickles. Out of set, 3-2 pitch. Hit by pitch. Hit by pitch, ball 4. And everything is not intentional for certain. But you see some of this Facebook, some of these MLB players, man, they hold a grudge. If you jog a home run, if your jog is too slow, you're probably going to get hit next time at the plate. I can't say that verbatim, but them guys hold grudges. So first base runner stepping out right there. I believe it. I'm not going to say quite yet. I can't see the numbers. It's a 2 number. First pitch comes in, low block. Blocks it right there, short hand. There's everybody. Keeps it in front of him, Colton Davis. Runners at first and second. They stay put. 1 ball, no strikes to Caden Minnick. Left-handed batter's box. Pitch now stretched, now is set. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball, second base. Fielded, he'll gator it. He'll throw to first base, get the put out with Levi Darnell. So the Knights are out of the inning. 4-3, right there, second to first. And the Knights going to play defensively here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 9-0 ball game. Knights going to play defense. The Hornets going to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning. And again, we do thank you for tuning in. And I will mention Loeb Stadium. Again, Loeb Stadium, Lafayette, Indiana. So 1915 Scott Street, 765-807-1500. Loeb Stadium, what a quality place they built here. And it does remind me a little bit of Kokomo Municipal Stadium. Kokomo Municipal Stadium. Wow. Both these, this and that, good place to play. And as mentioned, this stadium was dedicated in the spring of 2021. They knocked down the old Loeb Stadium. I think it took them at least a year, maybe a year and a half or 2 years, I don't know, to rebuild this one. As mentioned, they did turn it 180 degrees from how it sat last time. I was fortunate enough to work in the other Loeb Stadium. It was nice, darn nice. Actually, on my way over there, I think second time over there, I was riding on 2 wheels, and I ran out of gas about 25 minutes before I got to Lafayette. I had to call ahead, and Coach Bourdonnais, only time he's ever done this, he wrote the lineup for me. So when I got there, 10 minutes before game time, I had it ready to go. And I was very fortunate, and my dad brought me some gas. It was a 45-minute trip for him to do that. But he brought me some gas. He knew how special the game was going to be. So stepping in, it's going to be Colton Davis. Colton Davis, the catcher, number 28, right-handed batter's box. Paired in over the glove. Lucas Gerke, first pitch to Davis. Outside, a ball. Take that back. They called it a strike. I thought it was a strike, but I didn't see his motion. Colton Davis has an 0-1 count. Here comes a pitch from Gerke. Swing and a miss. Count goes 0-2. Colton Davis, senior class member. 33 plate appearances, 23 at-bats. That's in 9 ball games. Here comes the wind and the pitch from Gerke. Swung on, base hit, this right field. Going to bounce once into the glove. Right fielder, Caden Minnick. Giving a good effort at second base. It was right over the head of Mikey Stapleton. He was not going to make the catch. So Colton Davis is going to jog off. You're going to give way to a courtesy runner. Colton Davis got himself aboard. This courtesy runner, number 0, Braden Woolen, is running the bases because Colton Davis base hit to right field. Stepping in, 23, R.J. Van Tynen. Here comes the pitch. He's going to pop one foul straight back out of play. No balls, 1 strike. R.J. Van Tynen, number 23, he's a junior in 9 ball games, 25 plate appearances, 21 at-bats. He had 280 on-base percentage. And he'll take one to right field. Actually, it's going to be shallow. Going to be caught by the second baseman. That's Mikey Stapleton. He'll catch that on the infield dirt. So I misspoke there. It looked like he got more of it than he actually did. So Van Tynen going to jog off the diamond. And they're going to send in number 45, pitcher of record, Nolan Brett. Left-handed batter's box. One aboard, first base. Courtesy runner, Braden Woolen. Here's the pitch. Outside a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 45, left-handed batter, freshman. Pitcher of record in 11 ball games, 41 plate appearances, 27 at-bats. Batting .222. Left-handed batter's box. Checks his swing. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, and a low and away pitch. 2-0 count to Nolan Brett. He got an on-base percentage of .389. Nolan Brett, he has 7 RBI. Out of the set, Gerke. Here comes the 2-0. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Nice atmosphere here on a Friday night. The environment is incredible. 9:44 on the wristwatch. Here's the pitch. Outside edge, strike called. And he was watching that one, taking the pitch. Count goes 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nolan Brett out of the stretch, now the set. Lucas Gerke, here's the pitch. Swung on, foul ball. You go back to the wall behind home plate. So the count goes full. 3-2 count. Nolan Brett. Some of these guys using tennis shoes. You can synthetic filter. Some are wearing molded cleats. That steel cleats are a no-no, and you wouldn't want them. Out of the set, here comes the 3-2. Low for ball 4. So Nolan Brett going to jog down to first base. Jackson King going to jog out. Talk with Lucas Gerke. And over at second base is number 0, Braden Woolen. So Braden Woolen, a senior. Nolan Brett, a freshman. And stepping into bat is going to be number 5, Eli Barnes. Eli Barnes, he's a starter. Not sure if he left the lineup. He's batting now. Here comes the pitch, swing and a miss. Healthy cut. Eli Barnes wears number 5. Eli Barnes is sophomore by class. In 11 ball games, 34 plate appearances, 27 at-bats. He's batting .222 in that right-handed batter's box. .333 on base. Pitch comes in. He'll foul it back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball bounces out. A.J. Bourdonnais was going to run out there and get that. A.J. Bourdonnais, shortstop, played for his dad. So A.J. Bourdonnais played shortstop for the Marion Knights. He was always a Knight. He's always been one. Now he's a Boilermaker. Out of the set, here comes the pitch. We'll take a fly ball foul, right side out of play. So let's stay in the count with that 0-2 count. Number 5, Eli Barnes steps back in. A little bit of an open stance, not much on the instep. Working from a stretch, now the set. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Gerke. Now you step off the back. Stepped off the back, probably didn't like the signal, probably didn't like the pitch call. Stepped back in. Working from a stretch, now the set. The check second base. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, he'll pop it up, center field. Giving it a look, second baseman, Mikey Stapleton. Catch is made by Brent Robbins. Shallow center field. There are 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Runners stay put, first and second base. Next batter going to step in. It's going to be the first baseman, Levi Darnell. Wears number 17. Sophomore athlete. I would guess he's on the basketball team. I would hope. Pretty tall young man. Out of the set. First pitch to Darnell. Outside low, ball 1. Levi Darnell, he's got a batting average of .353. That's in 11 ball games. .476 on base percentage. He got 12 hits. 11 are singles. He has a double. Out of the set, here comes the pitch. Inside and tight. Ball 2. Levi Darnell. 4 RBI. He's got 13 runs scored. He's crossed the dish himself 13 times. Get 2 base on balls. He's been hit by pitch 6 times. He leads the Hornets with hit by pitches with 6. Hudson Gutwine leads the Knights with 10. Stepping back in, right-handed batter, Levi Darnell. Out of the stretch, now the set. Second base, here's the pitch from Gerke. Swung on and take one to center field. Going to veer to his left to make the catch, Brent Robbins. And that's going to complete today's ball game. Final score, Knights 9, Hornets 0. They're going to cross in front of home plates. They're going to shake hands. Good ball game. I'm sure each of these guys got to walk on this field plenty happy. They might not know how fortunate they are to play baseball at Loeb Stadium. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll mention the Rossville Hornets are going to play again. They'll play at Sheridan conference game. That'll be on Tuesday, April 30th, last day in April, 5:30 p.m. start. The Knights' next ball game going to be this coming Monday, April 29th. 6 p.m. start. Lafayette Central Catholic will be at Clinton Prairie. Again, we thank you for tuning in. And until Monday, we'll mention, no matter if you're home or away, if you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let him go. Keep the fire burning. So say if you want to hang around and keep listening, we'll probably talk to Coach Bourdonnais, but it might be 5 or 6 or 7 minutes, maybe 10, but we'll keep the line open, and we'll get some words from Coach Bourdonnais here in just a bit. If you want to keep listening, thank you for listening.
He's the only one. I think so. I don't know. Yeah. I did one night. I forgot his name. Yeah. What one? Oh, did it? Okay. And then Halliburton drove the lane and found. Right down on one thing. Hey, we're post game right now. I'm going to talk to Coach Brad Scott. I said, what, Brad Scott? You do a marvelous job with the Hornets.
I appreciate that. Obviously, tonight wasn't our night. A couple of games earlier in the week, and you burn up your pitching a little bit, and so we had to go a little deeper. I thought our guys on the mound competed a little bit, but when you get deeper into the pitching staff and you face such a quality opponent that Coach Bourdonnais has over there in Central Catholic, they're tough. They're good hitters. They're disciplined. And they move the ball well, and they don't help you. And what I mean by that is that they're not going to swing at balls and take strikes. They're gonna swing at strikes and they're gonna take balls, and they're just good. They're good 1 through 9, and then defensively they make routine plays. Their pitching staff does a great job of putting the ball in the square, and we just didn't do a good enough job early in counts today. I thought we chased some pitches that we should have been a little bit more disciplined on, and we took pitches, honestly, down Broadway, fastballs. We got to get a little bit better. I'm not upset about the way that our guys, really played tonight. I wish that we could have put a few things together offensively.
Caden Wilson, center fielder. That guy was gangbusters. You brought him in to pitch late. Is this his first outing for pitching tonight?
He actually had one outing earlier in the year. Well, it was a little rough, but he's kind of that tool that you found in your shed that's got rust in it because it's been hiding behind, 3 other tools in the corner. But, he actually broke his ring finger on his glove hand week and a half ago. And so, he's been getting it wrapped up and trying to play a little bit. Tonight was actually his first night out playing in the field since the broken finger. Still can't hit or anything with it, but he's very, very good defensively for us out in center field. Covers a lot of ground, does a lot of things for us. So.
Let's talk about Colton Davis, your catcher, senior catcher. He is an anchor.
Yeah, he's just a bulldog, the kid, what you see is what you get, the kid will run through a brick wall for you. He works hard day in, day out, does all the right things that you could ask. As a coach, you couldn't ask for a better player, and it's a guy that you just love to go to war with every day.
So what are you going to be going battle with Sheridan on Tuesday? Well, you guys see Matthew Ford there.
Ford pitched last night, but we got a sophomore in Eli Barnes, who we think is just as good as Matthew, and has been throwing it really well for us. He threw for us on Tuesday up against Eastern, who threw their ace Corbin Snyder, who is a Butler commit to go there and pitch, and I thought he outpitched Snyder. We've got a couple of good pitchers, especially with Zach Wainscott. We usually use in smaller roles, short inning roles. Matthew, Eli, and Zach, they anchor the pitching staff, and we're still just trying to develop the guys below them as we progress here.
Well, keep doing the good work. We appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for what you're doing with, the broadcasting and everything. It's cool for high school student athletes to have that.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
No. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to walk this direction. That was Coach Brad Scott. Bradley Scott, the head coach, Rossville Hornets. Fortunate to play here at Loeb Field. I'm sure Coach Bourdonnais, athletic director Bourdonnais, worked it out to play the game here because of the rain. Baseball is fun in Indiana. We're going to walk this direction. See if Coach has a couple minutes. We see which way he went here. We'll see if he has a couple of minutes. You got a minute? Yeah. So we'll walk this direction. And Coach Brad Scott has some good words for the night. And we're going to talk with Coach Bourdonnais right now. Coach, I'll tell you what, nice place to play. Glad you could find this venue because the rain was happening.
Yeah, it's nice to have this in our backyard, have it as an opportunity to get in here and play. Would have been tough to play, I think, on grass field today with all the rain we had. So fortunate to be able to come in here and get a game in tonight.
Fourth inning, you guys kind of, I don't know what happened, but you exploded.
Yeah, I thought we had some clutch hits in that inning. We really had some good at bats. Even the first few innings, it took us a while to get him timed up a little bit. But after that, we were able to square some balls up and put the pressure on them a couple different times. And like I said, we came through with 3 or 4 really big hits in that inning.
I don't know how many people got multiple hits in the ball game, but Alex Schumer did.
Yeah, Alex really capitalized this week. He took advantage of the opportunity he had to play, and he's hit the ball well all week, and came through with a couple big hits tonight again.
Mikey Stapleton got in, did some base running. He left him in at second base. Is he getting better?
Yeah, he's been battling the sickness all week, but I think he's hopefully starting to turn the corner on that, and he'll get back in there. And the good thing about when someone goes down, you build more depth, and Alex definitely proved that he belongs out there. So that was good to see.
And then Monday, you're going to be at Clinton Prairie.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Giving the weekend off. Our kids been kind of grinding here the last few weeks, and a couple days off. Get everybody healthy and refreshed a little bit and get back after it Monday. sandwich and chips. We'll head out.